top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here's the handoff. Running to Green. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll give it to him again. At midfield, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. He's got 43 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for the Wisconsin Badgers.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse.
There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone?
And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking for a man. It's back. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it from the gun. They stripped it out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Balls and fired complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's back. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The free safety timed his rush perfectly on the blitz, and they come up with the sack.
Yeah, and the free safety usually stays deep and plays coverage, plays in the middle of the field, but they spin him down, bring him in the blitz. You could tell, caught the offense off guard, and he gets the quarterback and gets the sack.
That keeps the score. Notre Dame 7, Miami 0.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Love. He's got 67 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
So first down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Carr. Makes the grab, it's Fields.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On the run, it's Price. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
The throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Nowhere close close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Caught behind the line, it's Lyle. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Snap to the back. He'll toss it. Look out, he's got room. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Direct snap. It's Fletcher. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Got it behind the line. It's Lyle. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They reached into the bag of tricks on 3rd down, and it did not work.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Hurricanes will go for it on 4th down. Finds his big tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Buys a little time with his feet. Hauls it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
He wants to throw it again. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. That's reeled in. It's Fields. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's back. Quickly to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
He's got an open man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's back. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Miami! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. These quarters going to give them some space. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll try the run. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Lyle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Looking to throw, it's back. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyle. And the Canes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down.
Looking for more room. Turning on the Jets. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Notre Dame 28, Miami 14.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's back. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Making side adjustments here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. He makes the catch. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the floor.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Love. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the tailback. Finding open areas. He's loose. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Irish.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. His defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They'll try it over the left side. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter play. The score, Notre Dame 35, Miami 14.
So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll run it to the right side. Creates a little room. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Coastal Carolina answered the bell away from Conway today with an impressive victory. The Chanticleers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
To the air, it's Chadwick. Fires to the big fella. Strong, firm tackle. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Gets it past the marker. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point.
It's a running room. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. On the option. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. Fires on the move. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Bauman. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Dances away to buy time. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds a little space. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They make the stop about 4 yards short.